So hello there folks, and welcome to How to Play Minesweeper. Mainly making this video for Valerius, because he said to me earlier that he didn't know how to play Minesweeper, he didn't understand the concepts behind it. And a lot of people don't, so I thought I'd do a video just to walk you through that. So this is the Minesweeper grid. I've got it set on expert, so there's 99 mines in here. And one of the first things you want to do is just click a few blocks and try and get some space opened up. So you're just clicking blocks at random and you may hit a mine like that. It's not the end of the world. You can just restart your game and just keep clicking until we open up some space. God, watch this take forever now. There's a nice chunk and there's another one. Okay. So what we're doing is we're trying to figure out which of these blocks are mines, and then we can mark them as such. So for instance, this number 1 here means that this square is touching one mine. So that has to be a mine. So we put a little flag on there, and that will mark it as a mine, and you'll see the total has dropped to 98. So now this square is already touching one mine, which means that that one cannot be. So you can click that in safety, and this is the core concept of the game. There's more advanced techniques which I can show you up here, for example. We know for definite that isn't a mine, and we know that because this square is touching one mine, which means one of these two has to be. And if this square is touching a mine in one of these two squares, then this one has to be safe. Does that make sense? I hope it does. We'll clear some more, and I'll explain this in greater detail. So this square here is touching two mines. There's only that square left, so that has to be a mine, which means that that one can't be, which means that that one has to be. And another trick you can do now is this one here is touching two mines, which means all three of these squares are safe. Rather than click them all individually, we can just double click and it will clear them for you. Never double click, like for example this 3, because there is still a mine there. We don't know which one it is. We don't want to clear them both. But what we do is we need to figure out what the next mine is. So basically we can look over this side, touching two mines. That one has to be a mine. 3 is now safe. Double click, clear it out. This 3 here is touching 3 mines, so we can double click that, we can double click that one, and this is how you can start getting through the levels quite fast. This one's touching 2 mines, so that has to be, that's now safe, that's now safe. What else? That one's definitely a mine, so that's safe. One of these two is a mine. Ooh, and so is one of those two. We can't do much with that at the moment. Let's have a look down this side. 4 mines touching that, so both of those are mines. That's now safe. That's touching 3, so that is safe. That is safe. This one of these two is a mine, because this number 2 has to be touching 2 mines. So one of these squares is a mine. That one isn't, because the 1 can only be touching 1 mine. 3 around this one, so both of those are mines, which means that is now safe. And this is it. This is the core concept. So I'll carry on. I'll do some more. I'll see if I can find some more advanced ways of showing you like other tricks you can do. So here on this side again, one of these two is a mine, so that one can't be. Both of those now are. That's safe. All this is safe. We can clear all this lot out just like that, and you'll see how quickly the grid starts to open up. That's touching 2, so that's safe. One of these two is now a mine. Because the 3 has to be touching one more mine here, and the 2 has to be touching one more mine here. We can tell from this 2 here that that one's the mine, so all that is safe. This one is touching 2, so that one has to be a mine. This one is now touching 2, so that square is safe. One of these 2 is a mine, because the 1 is here, which means it's the second mine connected to the number 2. Which means that one is safe. That's a 5. That means there's quite a few mines around there somewhere. What else? This 2 is now safe, so we can clear all that. That's safe. 3. This is a 3. It's touching 2 already, so one of these 2 is definitely a mine. But only one of these 2, so that has to be. Yeah, excellent. That now reveals that that's a mine. Clear all that out. That is a mine. 1, 2, 3. That's a mine. So is that. Oh god. What else can we look at? Let's move somewhere else. That's touching 1, so that has to be a mine. That has to be a mine. You'll start to notice little patterns reveal themselves sort of the more you play this game. That's definitely a mine. We can clear all that out. Clear all the 1s from around there. We've got a 1 there connected to a mine, so that must all be safe. Oh yeah, that opened up a massive section, so that's a mine. Here we've got 3 2s. This is another sort of advanced section. We know that one of these 2 is a mine, which means that the third one has to be. The reason for that is, if one of these 2... Oh, in fact, no, that could be wrong. Both of these 2 have to be mines, because they're connected to this number 2. Which means that's safe. We can't clear that. I double-clicked it, but we can't clear it because there's another unknown mine somewhere there. Which is there, is that right? Yeah, it looks right. I hope so. I hope so, because I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail on cam whilst recording. That would be embarrassing. I'm not the world's quickest Minesweeper, so don't expect this to be some sort of super fast run. That has to be. That is now safe. That has to be. There we go. That one has to be a mine. This is touching 2, so that has to be. That's safe. All that is safe. That's definitely mine. One of these 2 is a mine, connected to the 1. It will be connected to the 2, so that can't be. Means that is. What else have we got? One of these 3 is definitely a mine. One of these 3 is definitely a mine. Yeah, okay, here we go. We can do something quite advanced here. This 2 here has to be touching 1 more mine. So only one of these 3 blocks can be a mine. And it's going to be that one. Which means we can clear away that one as well. Which means that that one has to be. And if that's touching 3, that also has to be a mine. I don't know whether this is still entertaining for people or not, but I'm going to keep going. I might as well clear the grid. This one here, one of these 2 is definitely a mine. And because this is touching 2 mines, they can't both be there, so that has to be a mine. Let's have a look. What else have we got that we can open up? That's definitely a mine. So is that. Oh yeah, that clears out absolutely loads. Same again this side, 4, so both of those are mines. This one's already touching 3, so is that. That one has to be. That's clear. 2 and 2, that gives us all that to clear out, and that one. That has to be. That one has to be. Oh god, this is where it gets confusing. That one is clear. That one's definitely a mine. That one's a mine. That one is a mine. Okay. What have we cleared out? What have we cleared out? There's 2 touching that one, so that's a mine. So we can clear all of this space out. That has to be touching 2, so that's a mine. We're down to 44 mines. We're halfway already. This one's touching 4, so now both of those have to be. Which means that's touching 4, that's touching 2, that's touching 2. All that's clear. That's a mine. 1, that has to be. That also has to be. We can click that and that. That has to be a mine. That has to be a mine. That has to be a mine. One of these 2 is a mine. And if one of these 2 is a mine touching the 4, both of these have to be. That also has to be. This one's touching 3, so that has to be a mine. This one is touching 2. All that's clear. There's the mine opened up from earlier on when we couldn't tell. Now we've built into it. We can tell which one's the mine. Or can we? No, I'll take that off. I'm a bit worried about that now. I've changed my mind. One of these 2 definitely is. Ooh, it's tricky, it's tricky. We'll dig in a bit further. We'll dig in. What else can we look at? What else can we look at on this board? One of these two is definitely a mine. I feel like I should be able to figure something out from that. Yeah, this third block cannot be a mine. Now both of those have to be... There we go. That digs out quite a lot. That's clear. So yeah, that was a mine. I was right to do that. That also is. And one of these two is... Oh, this is a complicated square. This is... Unfortunately, when you get down to a square like this, sooner or later you might have to make a guess. We'll come back to that. We're going to leave this till the very end because we want to know how many mines are left so we can figure out exactly what sort of combination the mines are in. And it's a bit tricky because we know one of these definitely is. And we know one of those definitely is. And we know that one of those definitely is. And that's where it gets confusing. But once we know how many mines are left, we might be able to use logic to just eliminate what's left. So we've got 2 over here, so we can clear that. And we can just carry on clearing. Clearing, that's definitely 1. 2 is now clear. 1, 2, 3, 4 has to be... Oh god, this one's touching 2, so one of these is definitely a mine, but we cannot tell which yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Both of these have to be mines. That was a scary bit. Both of those have to be... That's probably clear now. There's one more around there. So this 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these 2 has to be a mine. But again, we can't figure out which one it is from there. Same with the 4 down that side. We need another side to dig in from. What can we do down here? 2 mines. 1 mine there. 1 mine there. Only one of these 3 can be a mine. There's no real way of saying which one it is. And I think it's probably going to be the middle one. Let's have a look at this 3 here. One of these 2 has to be a mine. Which means that one isn't. There we go. Because that's already touching 2 there, look. So we know now that that's safe. One of these is safe. We don't know which one. And we can figure it out from this 3 here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now we know that that's a mine. We can start clearing around here. This one has to be touching 3, so now that is... And we can clear all that. This one has to be touching 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else? This one has to be touching 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is touching 4, so it should be safe. This one's touching 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 possible squares, so one of them isn't a mine. We'll have to come back to that one. Oh god, let's have a look at the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 3 have to be mines, which clears out that one. Again, this one has to be touching 4. 1, 2, 3. That has to be a mine. That allows us to dig in through the bottom. Both of those are mines. All that should be clear. There we go. Huge section just opened up. We should be able to clear out this 6 now once we get around there. That has to be a mine. We're down to 7 mines left. One of these 2 is... That one definitely is. What else can we work out from this logically? One of these 2 is definitely a mine, so that is safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can double click that, clears that box. We now know that's the last mine in that section. This one has to be a mine, and so does that, which should give us our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 mines left, and now we're back to the square that we were looking at, and this is where it's tricky. We have 2 mines in here, and we know that there has to be a mine in one of these 2 squares. There has to be a mine in one of these 2 squares, and there has to be a mine in one of these 2 squares because of the 3. And we have to figure out what combination of mines there is, and this is probably the most complicated part of the entire game. So we have to start using elimination. If this is a mine, then this would be safe, which means this has to be a mine, and that would be safe. If this is a mine, then that's safe, and that is a mine. There's no way of working it out from logic alone, and this is the worst sort of situation you can be in on Minesweeper. We've unlocked everything, and nothing that we've got left can determine the mine placement here, and we have to take a risk, we have to take a guess. So let's bite the bullet, let's click this square and see if it's a mine or not, and it's pretty much 50-50. Oh, we were lucky, we were very lucky, so now we know that's a mine, we know that's safe, and that's your final mine. There you go, that's how you play Minesweeper, that's how you do it, it's that simple. So I've been Sharon, and I'll see you folks next time. Bye bye.